A new Netflix documentary sure is shining a unique light on the fight for trans rights in America through the perspective of fatherhood. Directed by Luchina Fisher and executive produced by Dwyane Wade, The Dads follows 5 dads of trans kids who embark on a weekend fishing trip in Oklahoma alongside Dennis Shepard, father of Matthew Shepard, whose brutal 1998 murder changed the national understanding of anti-LGBTQ plus violence and led to the passage of federal hate crime legislation. Throughout the documentary short, the 6 dads bond over their shared love of their children and the role they play in fighting for their rights. Watch this.
So many trans families don't make it because the dads aren't on board. They gotta fucking figure out why they're afraid.
Dads have that masculine image they want to try and keep up. They have to get out and speak. They have to show people that they support their child 100%.
It was important for me as a father to speak out.
The thread that connects us all is that we love our children and are willing to put everything on the line for other people's children as well.
In some ways, it's gotten a lot better, and in other ways, it's also a very scary time. We all need to get back into the fight.
We're not doing it with our heads bowed. We're doing it with a full-throated support of this movement. We're letting people know we're here. We're not going to shy away. We're not going to be in the shadows. We're not going to be scared. We're going to confront this head on because that's all we can do. We have to make the way safe for our children.
Here comes the best love letter of the year and the best dads of the year, if you ask me. What are we all talking about? What do you think about this docu-short?
I think it's so necessary, right? Specifically when we're talking about the trans community and the fact, like we've talked about on all of these shows for years, representation matters.
Yeah.
So to have someone, a man of color, a black man, Dwyane Wade, who is standing up hardcore for his trans kid, that's a huge thing.
It has,
right?
Yeah.
This is going to help really like break down those barriers of misunderstanding, of the prejudice that may be involved against the trans community, people with gender expansive kids. Like, I think this is a really great thing. I can't wait to watch it myself.
Oh my God, me too. Me too. And I remember when Dwyane Wade lived down here.
Yeah.
I mean, like, he's loved by South Florida. I mean, they had renamed Dade County to Wade County, you know, because of just the love that they had for this incredible player. I mean, he played so amazingly for the Heat. And him and his beautiful wife, Gabrielle Union, because I know she's one of your favorites, right?
She is. Actually, I was in, I guess it was the 2019 Pride Parade in Miami with them both, with their trans kid.
Oh my God,
Got to spend
I
time.
want to say.
Yes. Got time to spend time with them and sort of see how they work as a family unit. And it was a beautiful thing. And it's especially powerful because Dwyane Wade and actually all those guys are like man's men, or how do you say that? Man, man's man.
They're
right?
a man's man. They're a
and
man's man. Yeah.
That's the kind of representation we need.
Well, I mean, because, you know, here's the crazy thing. Some, and you know, no offense, you know, some cisgendered white guy in middle America might listen to Dwyane Wade before they would listen to somebody else because they respected him as a player.
Absolutely.
Or something like that, you know? And then even more so, I'm so glad that it's Dwyane Wade, that he's black, like you said. You know, it's different when it comes out of a mouth of black and brown, which is what I understand. So that's why I'm going to talk on it. You know, when I've had cousins that have been gay and have been in the closet their whole freaking life because it's just not something you talk about, you know?
Right.
I wish something like this was out like before, right? To show others that it's possible to be a good parent and to learn, you know? Older folks have an issue, not all of them, but a lot of them where it's like, yo aprendí todo. I've learned everything I need to learn. I have the age already. Okay, I've been there. Now it's your turn. I don't want to learn anything else.
Yeah, you know, at SunServe, you know, we have a youth center actually that's very close to the studio, right across from the studio. And one of the most powerful pieces of the work that we do is this learning to be able to support parents and supporting parents strongly for those parents that have kids that are gender expansive, right? So we have our different drummer group, which focuses on parents with children that are 3 and above.
Wow.
That are now saying, look, I may be the opposite gender to what I was born with.
Yes.
And learning how to be able to really support them is something that we've mastered. So I think maybe even using this this film as a tool to be able
Completely.
to show some of the parents, because most of the folks
Don't know
coming
what to
through,
say, right?
Most of them coming through are black and brown.
Yes.
Right. So there's a lot of cultural understanding there, a lot of stuff with that outside of the mental health realm that we have to support with
I
as
love
well.
that.
So it's
So
one of those great
important.
tools. Yeah.
You know,
absolutely.
we'll be talking more about SunServe later on, but I mean, they do
know me,
so
I have to
much.
plug. I
No,
have to plug.
oh please, but it's just I love that because you're thinking about the child, right? And the child is important, of course, right? But the parent needs to figure out how to maneuver the feelings that they're having
Absolutely.
of inadequacy, right? When you talk to after your parent has been around you for a while and they know that it's not a phase, that this is who you really are. When you have that conversation, usually is in your 40s, right? And then they're like, we thought we made you this way, right? Or what can I do to not make you this way? There's so many misunderstandings when it comes
Absolutely.
to a straight parent's mind.
Yeah.
They want to do what's right, but they don't know what the F that is.
Yeah. No, it's incredibly rewarding. We were at an event like a week ago, and actually someone that works for one of our funding agencies came up to me and said, "Thank you for introducing us to your different drummer program, because now my daughter is being supported mental health wise from SunServe, but I'm receiving the support that I need." And not only is it about the parents, it's about the abuelitos, the tios, the brothers and sisters, right? Having that strong structure to support our young people.
Completely.
So this is so exciting.
It's so beautiful. And the little drummer, I love that as well.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the Faye What Show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ plus media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the Faye What Show. Get the week started with me.